Love has no boundaries, no formula, and certainly not bound by age. For these stars, true love is not about numbers on paper, but only about the harmony between two hearts. From silver screen legends, artists who have stirred up the music scene, to names that have shaped the fashion industry, they have challenged all prejudices and proven that, when they are truly in love, no criticism can shake them. In today's video, you will meet famous couples whose age gap once shocked the public, but their love has overcome all gossip, becoming a strong testament to the power of love. Be prepared, because their love stories will make you look at love from a whole new perspective. Let's explore the stories that prove, when it is true love, love always wins. Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron. When love overcomes all barriers, Emmanuel Macron, the youngest president in modern French history, has caused a stir not only because of his meteoric political career, but also because of his socially unconventional love affair with his wife, Brigitte Macron, who is 24 years his senior. They first met when Emmanuel was only 15 years old. Brigitte was 40 at the time, a literature teacher and drama club director at La Providence High School in Amiens, where Macron studied. Emmanuel was a smart, confident student who always shone in the plays directed by Brigitte. It was their passion for literature, drama, and sensitivity that drew them together. "Despite all the scrutiny, I knew I would marry her," Macron once declared resolutely, even though he was just a teenager facing fierce opposition from his family and society. Emmanuel's parents once took him away from Amiens to study in Paris, hoping to cut off this relationship, but their love remained strong over the years. Brigitte, who at that time had 3 children with her ex-husband, once shared that coming to Macron was not an easy decision. She had to face the struggle between love and motherhood. But in the end, she chose her love, overcoming all prejudices to accompany a man nearly a quarter of a century younger than her. They got married in 2007, when Macron was 29 years old and Brigitte was 54 years old. Since then, Brigitte has always been a silent but steadfast companion, supporting Macron in his stormy political journey. During the 2017 French presidential election campaign, the image of Brigitte appearing with Macron at every event, holding his hand, smiling and encouraging, became proof of a lasting love despite public opinion. Brigitte Macron is not only the wife of the president, she is also a teacher, a confidant, and the greatest source of spiritual motivation in Macron's life. Although many people ridicule them for their age gap, they still hold hands at every event, exchanging warm glances even in the middle of stressful press conferences. Back then, they were a student in love with his teacher, and now they are the president and first lady of France, still holding hands on every journey, still looking at each other with the gentle eyes of the first day. The love of Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron is not only a romantic story, it is also a strong proof that true love is not bound by age, status, or public opinion, but only requires 2 hearts in harmony and the courage to choose each other in all circumstances. Tom Cowitz and Heidi Clum. Love is ageless, only emotions. Heidi Clum, the famous German supermodel, once surprised the world when she publicly dated Tom Cowitz, a member of the rock band Tokyo Hotel, 17 years her junior. But for Heidi, age has never been a barrier, because she herself shared, "I don't care about age, I only care about emotions." The two first met in March 2018 at a party of mutual friends. Heidi was 44 years old at that time, a mother of 4 children, and had gone through 2 failed marriages, while Tom was only 28 years old, still known as a rebellious rocker. But it was the harmony and personality and Tom's positive energy that made Heidi fall after only a short time. Just a few months after going public, Tom proposed to Heidi on Christmas 2018, and they secretly married in February 2019. The official wedding ceremony was held on a luxury yacht in Capri, Italy in August 2019, with the participation of family and close friends in a romantic setting in the middle of the Mediterranean. Entering 2025, Heidi Clum, 52 years old, and Tom Cowitz, 35 years old, are still happy together, often sharing sweet moments on social networks. On Instagram, fans can see Tom and Heidi kissing on trips, having romantic dinners together, or playing by the pool with Heidi's children. Tom has integrated very well into Heidi's family, becoming a funny companion and best friend of her children. Heidi once shared that Tom is her happy vitamin, helping her to always stay positive and feel younger every day. Despite the large age gap, the two still accompany each other in every major event, from the fashion shows that Heidi participates in to Tom's performances. Tom is also not afraid to stand behind the lens, supporting Heidi in programs such as America's Got Talent or Germany's Next Top Model. Ignoring all the scrutiny, Heidi Klum was once criticized by public opinion for loving young men, but she is always straightforward. We are happy and that is what matters. Tom has also repeatedly affirmed his absolute love and respect for Heidi, regardless of social prejudices or criticism. For them, age is just a number, while true love is built on understanding, empathy, and joy when being together. Back then, Tom Cowitz was a rebellious rocker, and Heidi Klum was a powerful supermodel who had been through two husbands, was busy with work, and had 4 children. Now they are a complete family, always side by side, enjoying a happy life, becoming one of the most affectionate couples in Hollywood, inspiring the ageless love of millions of fans around the world. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Wontorn. Taylor Johnson was only 18 years old when he met Sam Taylor Johnson, a 41-year-old woman, on the set of Nowhere Boy. At 18, people are often busy with parties and unfinished dreams. But Aaron, the moment his eyes met Sam, knew, this is the woman I will love for the rest of my life. Sam had gone through a broken marriage, was the mother of 2 daughters, had fought bravely against cancer, and carried wounds that time could not erase. But in Aaron's eyes, Sam was not a woman 23 years older than him, but a kindred spirit, a smoldering flame that made his heart light up. They fell in love under the scrutiny of the whole world, under the malicious gossip of public opinion, and against the opposition of many relatives and friends. People say Aaron is too young, Sam is too old. People say age will kill love. But Aaron has never wavered. The 18-year-old boy still firmly held Sam's hand through everything. And then when standing in front of her, Aaron only softly said, Sam is everything. In 2012, they held a simple but warm wedding where there was no age gap, no flash, just two normal people choosing to love each other and choose to be together. They have 2 beautiful daughters together, and Aaron became a devoted father, a gentle husband, a man that Sam once thought she would never find. Even though Aaron became more and more famous, participating in big film projects, he still put family first, always appearing with Sam at events, holding hands, his gentle eyes following her. They do not show off, do not play tricks, just quietly love, quietly accompany each other, so that every step on the red carpet, every smile they give each other, becomes the strongest declaration. True love is never limited by age. Sam once said that it was Aaron who gave her a second life, a younger heart, a reason to smile every morning when she wakes up. As for Aaron, he is always grateful for meeting Sam, loving Sam, and being loved by Sam. From an 18-year-old boy, Aaron has grown up, become a family man, always giving that warm look to Sam, the woman of his life. Back then, they were doubted by the whole world. Today, they still hold hands, smile, live a peaceful and happy life, to prove that true love does not need to be explained, just brave and sincere. Hugh Jackman, one of the most charming and talented stars in Hollywood, once surprised the world when he chose to spend the rest of his life with Deborra-Lee Furness, a woman 13 years his senior. But for Hugh, Deborah was never just an older wife, but rather a best friend, the person he loved and respected the most in this life. They first met in 1995 when they both participated in the TV series Corelli in Australia. At that time, Hugh was just a young actor just starting out in his career, while Deborah was already a famous actress, a brave, experienced, radiant woman, but also carrying many emotional wounds. After only a few weeks of knowing each other, Hugh realized, I want to marry her. A year later, they got married in an intimate ceremony where Hugh made his own wedding ring engraved with the words Om Paramar Minamar, meaning we will unite our souls. Since then, they have walked through every stage of life, hand in hand, eyes always on each other despite the thousands of flashbulbs of Hollywood. Deborah has experienced many painful miscarriages, and Hugh has always been by her side, adopting 2 beautiful children, creating a home full of laughter and love. In the frivolous world of Hollywood, where marriages can fall apart after just a few months, Hugh and Deborah have steadfastly chosen to stay together, love and accompany each other, despite all prejudices about age or the scrutiny of public opinion. During more than 28 years together, Hugh has never hesitated to affirm, "Deb is the most wonderful woman, my best friend, the one who gave me everything." He once said that every morning when he woke up, he felt lucky to see her smile, to drink coffee with her, to share small stories in life. Deborah is not only a strong supporter, she is also the one who always encourages Hugh to pursue his passion, encourages him to try difficult roles, and accompanies him on every red carpet, in both glorious moments and the most ordinary days. As for Hugh, whether he is a strong Wolverine or an actor admired by millions, when he returns home, he is still a warm husband and father, always putting family first. Back then, they came together when the whole world doubted. Now looking back, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness are still together, still holding hands through life's challenges, still loving each other like the first days. And their love story becomes a beautiful proof that when hearts are in harmony, age or gossip can never separate two people who have chosen to love and go together for the rest of their lives. Nick Jonas, the handsome singer of Jonas Brothers, once made Hollywood stir when he publicly dated Priyanka Chopra, a powerful Indian actress 10 years older than him. At that time, the public laughed and called him a young pilot, a love joke of an unequal marriage. But Nick, with his steadfast love, proved to the world that age is nothing when the heart is truly moved. Nick first met Priyanka through an Instagram message, where he took the initiative to say, "I think we should date." A seemingly joking sentence opened up a great love. Priyanka, the woman who conquered Bollywood and Hollywood with her confidence and courage, made Nick's heart unable to turn back. They met, dated, fell in love, and Nick proposed to Priyanka after only a few months with a Tiffany & Company ring on a romantic evening in London. In 2018, they held a multi-day wedding in India, where the brilliant traditions of Hindu weddings and modern Western styles were mixed. Nick wore traditional Indian clothes, performed the ritual with Priyanka by the sacred fire. Their eyes looked at each other. There was no age gap, no difference in reputation, only pure love and happiness. Their marriage was once doubted and was ridiculed by public opinion as Nick is too young to understand what love is. Priyanka is just enjoying a fun time. But Nick never let the gossip make him back down. He did not hesitate to talk about Priyanka in interviews, calling her the strongest woman I have ever met, a muse and companion on every journey. In 2022, they welcomed their first daughter through surrogacy, naming her Malti Marie, a name that has both Indian and Western beauty. They take care of their daughter with love, accompanying each other in every moment of family life. On social networks, Priyanka and Nick often share sweet moments, from simple breakfasts, walks with their daughter, to tours where Nick takes advantage of FaceTime with his wife and children before shows. Nick once said, "People always mention our age, but to me, Priyanka is everything. Age does not exist between us. There is only love and respect." Today, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra are still holding hands, still smiling brightly when appearing together, still giving each other loving looks in public. They do not need to prove anything, because the peace and happiness every day is the strongest answer to all those who have ever doubted. When in true love, age cannot stop two people from choosing to be together for life. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani's love story first touched the public's hearts in late 2015 when they sat together on the coaching chair of The Voice. Blake was 39 at the time, and Gwen was 46. A seemingly small 7-year gap, but with the noisy love stories behind it, it seemed like a big barrier. However, amidst the spotlight and the scrutiny of the media, they found a peaceful shore in each other, where their wounds were healed by laughter and sincere sharing. From the gentle joking moments on television, their feelings gradually deepened, not ostentatious but steadfast. Both of them had their own stories of love and maturity, and above all, they shared a strong passion for music, a wordless connection that helped them stand firm together. Blake and Gwen's love was not noisy, but warm, like a sweet ballad spreading through every melody of their lives. On July 3rd, 2021, they exchanged vows in a simple but meaningful wedding ceremony at Blake's farm in Oklahoma. Only their closest loved ones witnessed that sacred moment. No frills, no flashiness, just pure love and sincerity from the heart. Since then, they have not only been a couple in life, but also creative partners in music, creating sweet duets, imbued with emotions and deep respect. What makes this relationship so special is the perfect blend between Blake, with his warm, simple country voice, and Gwen, a strong, individual woman with a bold pop style. They not only love but also understand each other, not only accompany, but also support each other to grow. Their story is a living proof that, even in the midst of a glamorous and scandalous world, true love can still flourish, last and deepen over the years. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, the legendary couple of the world music scene, are not only remembered for their talent and profound influence, but also for the surprising love story between two people with a 7-year age gap. Although Yoko was 7 years older than John, a significant gap in the eyes of society at that time, that difference became a unique highlight, creating a colorful blend of two artists with different personalities and life experiences, contributing to a strong and deep bond. They first met in 1966, when John, at the peak of his career with the Beatles, felt the need for a new wind to break the limits of creativity. Yoko, a Japanese avant-garde artist with a unique style, strong personality and bold thinking, immediately attracted John with her difference and depth of soul. Their love was not only the union of two people, but also the connection of two artists with the desire to change the world through music and art. However, that love also became the center of turmoil. The public and fans of the Beatles have repeatedly blamed Yoko Ono, thinking that she was the reason for the band's breakup. But in fact, the story is much more complicated, and the truth is that their relationship opened a new era of artistic perception, personal freedom, and social resistance. In 1969, in a simple but meaningful wedding ceremony in Gibraltar, John and Yoko exchanged vows, affirming their love despite all prejudices. Not long after, they created famous peace events such as Bed-In for Peace, impressive protests to call for an end to war, spreading the message of love and hope around the world. John's music from then on became imbued with emotion and philosophy, with immortal songs such as Imagine and Woman, like declarations of peace, love, and freedom. The love between John Lennon and Yoko Ono not only overcame all storms, but also became a living symbol of sincerity, creativity, and commitment. They were not simply a couple, but artistic companions, together making indelible marks in the hearts of humanity and in the history of world music. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. Timeless love, even though they are no longer husband and wife. The love story of Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet was once a beautiful model that many people admired. They first met in 2005 through mutual friends in Los Angeles. At that time, Jason was only 27 years old and Lisa was 39. Although there was a 12-year age gap, that gap was never a barrier. On the contrary, it was that difference that created a deep harmony in thoughts, lifestyle, and emotions. Lisa Bonet, an artist with a freestyle and wild soul, made Jason Momoa fall in love with her from the first meeting. Their love blossomed naturally and intensely, and then bore fruit with two little angels. Daughter Lola Yolani Mamoa, 2007, and son Nakoa Wolf Manakawapo Namakaiha Mamoa, 2008. They chose a life away from the spotlight, simple and full of love, a home that is stronger than all the splendor outside. After nearly 17 years together and 5 years as an official couple, they got married in 2017. In early 2022, the couple suddenly announced their separation. However, the separation was not sad or broken, but a change in perception, when both chose to continue to accompany each other as friends, parents, and people who always have deep respect for each other. As of 2025, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet still maintain a good relationship. They take care of and raise their children together in harmony and love. Jason continues to be successful in his acting career. From Aquaman to new film projects full of personality, he is still a symbol of a strong, liberal image. Meanwhile, Lisa maintains a private, discreet life, focusing on her art and nurturing her family. Recently, Jason has been rumored to be in a new relationship, while Lisa has chosen to keep quiet about her personal life. However, what is precious is that even though their lives have gone in two different directions, their love still exists in another form, no longer husband and wife, but still soulmates, teammates on the journey of parenthood. Jason and Lisa's story is a testament to a love that goes beyond traditional boundaries, where maturity, respect, and empathy can maintain a lasting bond, even when two people are no longer under the same roof. Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden first met in May 2014, when Cameron was 41 and Benji was 35. This meeting was not by chance, but was arranged by their close friend, Nicole Richie, who is also the wife of Joel Madden, Benji's twin brother. At that time, Cameron was famous for the image of a brilliant Hollywood star, busy with a famous acting career, and seemingly never thought about settling down with a family. Meanwhile, Benji, a talented musician and member of the group Good Charlotte, was also at the peak of his music and business career. However, after only a few months of knowing each other, their love blossomed quickly and surprisingly naturally. In January 2015, the couple held a simple and cozy wedding at Cameron's private home in Beverly Hills with only the presence of family and close friends. The 6-year age gap between them is not a matter of debate, because what is more special is the dramatic change in Cameron's life. She gradually left the spotlight of Hollywood to pursue a simple life, focusing on family and the values that truly matter. Their life entered a new chapter of happiness when in January 2020, they welcomed their first daughter, Radix, born via surrogacy. The joy of parenthood was even more complete when in March 2024, their family welcomed a new member, son Cardinal, marking the expansion of Cameron and Benji's loving family. Since deciding to leave the acting world in 2014, Cameron has devoted all her heart and time to motherhood, while developing the healthcare company Aveline, a project that she is very passionate and dedicated to. Meanwhile, Benji continues to develop his music career and his own business projects, but always maintains his family life and privacy skillfully, away from unnecessary noise of the entertainment industry. Their marriage is not only built on love, but also on deep admiration and respect for each other. Cameron and Benji together create a family environment full of love and stability to raise their children in happiness and peace. They do not need the spotlight or ostentation, but just a simple home where everything is complete and peaceful. After nearly a decade together, Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden have proven that true love is not limited by age or fame. Together, they have built a fulfilling life where love, family, and sharing are put first. Their story is like a gentle but profound love song, carrying the message that true happiness comes from the simplest and most sincere things in life. Johnny McDaid, the talented musician of the band Snow Patrol, began his love journey with the famous actress Courtney Cox in late 2013. At that time, Johnny was 37 years old and Courtney was 49, a 12-year gap that made many people curious and pay attention, especially when they often appeared together at major events from mid-2014. Although their love was tested with a short breakup in late 2015, they eventually reconciled and kept their relationship strong, even though they never officially walked down the aisle. Johnny and Courtney's love was not traditional, but built on creativity and strong commitment. Despite having to maintain a large geographical distance, when Johnny often traveled between the UK and Los Angeles, the two still knew how to nurture their relationship with video calls, sincere handwritten letters, and most importantly, mutual trust. They have created an unconventional yet inspiring love story, admired by many for their honesty and relentless efforts in maintaining their emotional connection. Johnny often calls Courtney his best friend and the strongest spiritual support in his life. Their relationship is not just about love, but also about companionship, sharing creative passions, and understanding each other on every step. They are not limited by conventional standards, but with trust and dedication, have built a lasting love that has overcome all the challenges of time. As of 2025, Johnny McDaid and Courtney Cox are still very happy together, often showing affection publicly, but always maintaining the necessary privacy. Their story is a testament to the fact that, with sincere love and perseverance, unconventional relationships can still last and flourish in their own unique way. Their love story has become a symbol of commitment, cross-cultural unity, and a love that transcends public scrutiny. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest updates. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video. See you in the next video. See you in the next video. See you in the